Hey guys, Muffin Knight 42 here. Today we will be playing the Kart. I call Mario Kart the Kart for those who have been wondering. Kart is short for Mario Kart. I will be playing as Baby Mario because I just a baby, guys. To all the grandmothers in the comments section that have been confessing their love to me and sending me money on Cash App, you all have a very special place in my heart. Also, one thing I would like to mention is that I was once a human baby. I think that is something that I should tell you guys. But am a Sigma also. I have recently partaken in other social media platforms and learning the true art of the Sigma. I recently took the Sigma test and I got the results of being a stone cold Sigma. From now on, I prefer being addressed as Papa Sigma, especially to all of my beloved grandmothers. Also, for those who are unaware, I am a maverick as well. I want to be like Logan Paul when I grow up because he is my hero. I have been drinking Prime every day and gooning, so I'm basically halfway there. The other day I was in English class and we had to do a presentation on an important figure in history. Little did the rest of the class know that Papa Sigma was in the class and I was going to deliver the best presentation mankind has ever seen. Miss Debbie called me up, so I put on my fursuit, my bow tie and lightsaber, and was ready to shock the entire building. I put on my favorite FNAF music and had to act fast. Let's just say that was the best presentation the entire class have ever seen. I did so well, in fact, I was even put into a special class with others just like myself. Rebels. School is for chumps anyways. A students do just as society wants them to, but F students are the creative and unique ones. You're telling me you didn't focus during midterms preparation and ate the class pet fish? This is why F students are investors. Did you guys know that George Washington was a F student? Harvard didn't even accept him, but that didn't stop him from being the best president Britain has ever seen. Sometimes I wish I was British. Like fish and chips? I love fish and chips. Fish and chips? Yummy, yummy in my tummy, I always like to say. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Did you guys know that the apple doesn't fall that far from the tree? Literally, everything happens for a reason. If I was a tree, I wouldn't let my apples fall. And if they did, I wouldn't let them fall as far. Newton said that line. Newton was also a F student himself, and look at him now. I never liked his movies, but he sure is one hell of a writer. Don't tell anyone that I said hell, because that's a bad word and it scares me. That is worse than the Squid Games. My beloved Chinese grandmother would be so disappointed in me. She would probably say something like, "What zai na li, ni hao," like she always does. A lot of people like to say, would you rather be loved or feared? I would rather goon nonstop. The Sigma never stops gooning. I never got the part in the musical. My crush was playing the princess, so I wanted the role of the king. I applied for the role and was so excited for the audition. I finally got the role and was so excited for the performance. How was I supposed to know it was a historical reenactment of World War II? Never put hot glue in between your cheeks to try and close them. It's all propaganda. We have to be careful with what we see online. Apparently, there is a thing on the internet called trolling. Apparently, not everything you see online is completely true. That is so bad. Do people not realize that I can report them with one tap of a button? I mean, like, the world is basically perfect, so why commit sin? I mean, really, like, why does evil exist? Why can't we just all eat ice cream? When my papa would pick me up in his porch, people would be so jealous because they didn't have a porch. Can't you just buy one, silly? If there's one thing I learned in business, is that everyone can easily make lots of money. All you have to do is go to Miami and buy a business. It's as easy as that. I have never cared much for the world of business. My dream was to move to Iraq and become a dancer and singer. For those who have been wondering, I have been very outspoken for the furry and femboy community. I think that the best place to go is Iraq, because everyone tells me that's where most of the furries and femboys live. I have bought tickets to go there next week, and I will update you guys on my journey. Dance Dance Revolution is so offensive. Ever since I was a little human boy in a small little human town in Kentucky, there's one thing I always wanted to do: dance my heart out. I would play Dance Dance Revolution with my friend Noodle. But the game was never meant to be played with the likes of me. Every time I was dance my heart out, I would get too excited and shoot lasers from my nipples. Just because I was different from everyone else doesn't mean I should be treated different. There's this once line my papa used to tell me, and it always stuck with me since. I don't know what to tell you, man. Try to not do that. That has been my biggest motivation for the next 750 years of my life. Sometimes I wish I had a bread factory. Bread factory is awesome because I am not limited to how much I can feed duck. Duck is awesome. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like if I was a duck. No work, no pressure, just quack. It's scary what's going on in the news. 3 ducks arrested for a search and the cops said they found quack within their vehicle. If you guys enjoyed that joke, subscribe to the channel. Press that subscribe button ever so gently because it deserves to be treated with care and compassion. Squids are scary. Did you know that a squid will never forgive you and will hunt for you till the end of time? A squid has no compassion and hates Dance Dance Revolution. When I was a little human boy, I didn't know any better. I invited a squid over to play Dance Dance Revolution with me. It spit on my face and stole my Xbox. Never trust a squid with your prized possessions. Till this day, I miss that Xbox. I have so many good memories with it. Our first time meeting each other, our first date, can't forget about our first kiss. I loved my Xbox, and my Xbox loved me. Why is it called a Xbox? What are you Xboxing exactly? Is it me? Am I the one being Xboxed? Papa Sigma doesn't do well with boxing or any type of confrontation. Did you guys know that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? What the trick? Why? Why would you slap Chris Rock? Please, no violence. You have to repent, Will. Never slap another man. That is not Sigma. Did you guys know that if you slap someone and don't say sorry, you can go to jail, or even worse, Squid Game? Will, I never want to see you go down that path. Jail can change a man. I remember when I spent some time in jail. I was a security guard working a night shift. My friend Samuel couldn't work that day, so I had to take his shift. Apparently, FNAF didn't take place in a jail, and it took place in a pizzeria, so I could never meet Freddy. If you guys really think about it, Freddy isn't a good guy. I mean, sure, it might look like that from the outside, but deep down in his heart, there is a little bit of evil. Please don't be like Freddy. Instead, be more like Will Smith. Think about all the battles he won, all the people he didn't let down, and all the sacrifices he made for this country. This game is kinda rigged. I thought that whoever uses Baby Mario wins because he is just a baby. Papa Sigma isn't too happy about this, and he will not stay quiet. Sometimes I wish anime girls were real. I love anime. My favorite anime is Rent-a-Girlfriend and Kimetsu no Yaiba. That's the name for Demon Slayer for all the uneducated Americans watching this. I am basically an expert in Japanese. I would love to go to Japan one day. It looks so awesome in the anime. The first thing I have to do is practice my sword skills. Me and my girlfriend sword fight all the time, and one day, I'll be the best slayer all of Japan has ever seen. Did you guys know that in Japan they use yen instead of USD? Can you believe that? They have their own anime money. Not only that, but money in Japan is worth more than the America. Think about it. $6 or $7 in Japan is worth 1,000 yen. That's basically $1,000, but in Japan. That means that I would have so much Japanese money, and I can become the king of the pirates in Japan. I can't believe no one has thought of this. One day I will bring my friends and go to Japan and meet my dream waifu, and have my very own romantic comedy in real life. I love Japan. With the power of the Bible in Japan, I will be unstoppable. Another reason I'll be unstoppable is because I can shoot lasers from my nippies. That's what I call my nipples. Comment down below who your favorite waifu is. I remember when I gave up being a singer a while back. That was during the time where I started giving people foot massages. That's right, I was the owner of Papa's Feet Massages and Investments. It was a thriving business. All the old Chinese grandmothers would come to me and I would massage their feet. I was very good at it at the time, but I knew that it wasn't my passion. For those who have been subscribed to me for a long time, You guys know that my true passion was to be the #1 singer in Iraq. I would have done anything and everything to reach my goal. I even got an Iraqi hairstyle and everything. I have no problem with staying home and making videos for the next 5,000 years of my human lifetime. But I knew that I was sent to this planet. I mean, put here biologically as it was my human nature, to bring purpose to society. I read on Reddit that Sigmas never back down, so I knew what I had to do next. My collar may be blue, by my neck is red. Been working like a dog just to keep my family fed. I worked for 1 whole hour a year, and my hands were freezing, but all in a day's work at the Goon Center. That's really all that I had for today. Remember guys, 3 takeaways. Furries and femboy community, how to be a Sigma, and if any of you guys watching this want to go to Japan with me, let me know down below in the comments. I plan on becoming the king of the pirates, so I'm gonna need to have my very own crew. And yeah, I hope you guys learned so much watching this educational video. Papa Sigma out.